The darkest times come before you're about to shine. Every step's feels like a mountain climb, but if you don't reach that peak, will you ever rest? Knowing that you came second best to the greatest form of yourself. Look, stop warning yourself of all the time you may be wasting. I know time is valuable, but your worth is unmatchable. With your talents, gifts, and skills, you must be here in this place for a reason. You were the man from when you won the race in the seaman. Sorry for the explicit nature, but some of you need a rude awakening from sleeping on the windows of opportunities you're not taking in. Due to fear holding you and making you stiff, but life is about give and take, so give it a try and take a risk, because once you're trapped in regret, there's no escaping it. The world is your platform 9 3/4. You'll run into brick walls, but believe me, it'll still take you places. See, these days we roll up our jeans more than we roll up our sleeves, aka we show no signs of defeat and we bear arms in a fight for greatness. The white flags go up too soon when they should be red, from the blood, sweat and tears that we've shed. We expect the results to come thick and fast, forgetting that before the magic there's a tricky path. Of course there'll be bumps and bruises, but if you give in, at the end of the day, who really loses? So you have to firm the pain to earn the game. See, when it's not easy as A, B, C, U, C, B, A, but that reverse psychology won't get you what you want or deserve, ironically. See, the fight begins and ends in the mind, body, and soul. That's a whole battle you've got to control. Because if giving in is part of the man, then it'll be part of the plan. So don't plant seeds of doubt. Plant seeds that sprout. Because there won't be any germination without determination. I know it's easier said than done, but the more it's said, the likelier it gets done. So start changing your language, because it has the power to be a blessing or a curse. You live by the sword and you die by it. Essentially, why sword has the same letters as words. Jeez. So the more you preach it, the more you reach it. The more you stride, the more you rise. The more you grind, the more you shine. The more you persevere, the more of what you deserve gets near. The world is your platform 9 3/4. You'll run into brick walls, but believe me, it'll still take you places. Thank you. We look at each other and wonder what it would feel like to lock lips. Wonder what it would feel like to make love. The strangest part of it all is that we've done both already, because we've whined more than we've dined, taken too many drinks at a time, robbing the most intimate moments from our minds last night. There's always a blur. The little flashbacks of the moments we shared creep up on me like the rum that took too long to hit us. I ask, did we? Did you? Did I? Her nervous smile tells me she doesn't have the answers, but the love bites on her neck are blushing, suggesting they know it all. I think to myself, if Carlsberg did romance, is this what it would be like? Let's not consume another unit to try to digest whether we can be one or not. Let's be straight on if we both want this and realize that there's no chaser. Let's find out if this rocks or whether we should just put it on ice. Let's see if we're both on the same wave and know for sure if our glasses are half empty or half full. Let's see if we struggle to display temperance with each other like we do with liquor. Let us not act in haste. Let us triple sex and extend the little moments and turn them into a happy hour. Let's not be so far gone so you can thank me later. Let's wake up to a view that looks like a tequila sunrise but doesn't smell like it. And let's not back shots. Let's do back shots. I don't want to get shit-faced from drinking, I'd rather get shit-faced from eating your up. I'm joking. But this is why alcohol shouldn't be in the equation. Because you'll be expecting me to do some wild things I wouldn't do on a sober occasion. If we're both written off, can we still drive each other crazy? I don't want us to be drunk in love like Beyonce and Jay-Z. We don't need anything coming out of the blue. I want us to be aware of our actions. I don't want us to blame it on the alcohol. I'd rather we blame it on feelings and urges we couldn't suppress. I'd rather we get the rounds in and have bartenders for neighbors who say we've had one too many. I want us to hold each other better than we hold our drinks. And if the saying goes, you are what you eat, then in years to come, I want us to transform that. So when people look at us, they'll say we are what we drink, because together, we both age well, like fine wine. Cheers. Look, brother, I don't want to have to walk through the streets shook, brother, and turn my head in case I give you the wrong look, brother. I might be having a bad day, brother, but doesn't mean I'm looking at you with mad hate, brother. I want to walk in the rave and focus on who's good looking, brother, and not feel like I should stand on the side like a hood looking, brother. I want to dress and not stress about how I look, brother, because of how you look, brother. When you see I'm not rocking the look, brother. You might have a better outfit, brother, but doesn't mean you have a better outlook, brother. Look, brother, this is for the older brothers who see me and want to scold a brother. For what? I don't know, brother. Must be the way I talk, walk, or look, brother. Don't pretend, because I can see it in your look, brother. Those frown lines make you an open book, brother. Look, brother. Just because you're with people that don't look like brothers doesn't mean you can look at me like I don't look right, brother. You're just the same as me and no higher. Take a look, my brother. Both of us are still getting the same looks, my brother. This is why I love going to the barbershop. A place where black males, young and old, can come together in peace, focused on a common goal. Patiently allowing others to get theirs, knowing that our time is coming. Watching everybody's journeys through clips. Realizing that they're all different, but success will still look relatively the same because everyone has their own interpretation that they're comfortable with. A success that can't be measured, but only respected and admired. When you acquired the look of $1 million for only £10, how can I not rate that? There's no negativity in a barbershop, not in a place where you can go from level 2 to level 1 to get elevated, where you can get a fade to reappear better, where blue magic illuminates black magic, where a clip and a blade are no longer weapons but rather instruments that bring music to your ears, and getting sprayed up doesn't involve bullets, but my God, does it kill sometimes. In a barbershop, material has no value because it's all about what's up there. You want to get your head right like the next brother who just had the cape ripped off him and is now ready to take on the world. Taking time to study each other with less judgment but with more appreciation. Because in that instance, we realize there are more ordinary people like us to admire, more than the token black males on the TV or on the barber's poster falsely advertising how he once cut Ludacris's hair. Engaging in conversations about race and politics, religion and culture, sports and women, exchanging ideas and philosophies, giving each other food for thought, because the talks get deep sometimes. Loyalty and faith is shown towards our barbers to the highest order, even if it means rejecting the other barber who's free because he's not quite up to scratch. But that's fine in a barbershop, where we can accept one another's beliefs in different beings and still coexist. How can there be any right or wrong side when everyone leaves with the blessings that they've asked for? And we suddenly understand the power behind the money in our pockets, refusing to finance foreigners trying to sell us fake products for our loss but their profit. We'd rather invest in the barbershop to the Caribbean shop in the corner, knowing that it's feeding their sons and daughters. And we enjoy seeing the kids running around carefree. No elders around here trying to intoxicate their mind with violence, but rather inquiring about their education and ambition, letting them dream as far and as wide as they like to just for a moment. There's no capping their thoughts in this new era that they represent, and you gotta take off your hats to them if they dream bigger than a simple graduation day. So as a black boy, you can see why I love going to the barber so much. A place where there's love, order, appreciation, representation, respect, liberty, support, sustainability, and the community feel. But what a shame. What a shame there's only a damn barbershop. Thank you. Black kings, I pray you love your black queens. Black kings, I said I pray you love your black queens. I pray you love them as much as you love the next blonde and brunette, Latino, Asian, and whoever is left. I pray your preferences are only due to taste rather than hate, and your disregard for the sweetest juices because you don't have the sweetest tooth. But don't you dare put these black queens down when you were raised up by one. These queens mirror your mothers, aunties, grandmas, sisters, cousins, and nieces. So how is it your love all of a sudden ceases for a black girl? When they need more compassion and love than ever. Because the world portrays every other type of woman as above and better, and you add fuel to the fire with your ignorance attire. Mocking their skin tone, casting more shade in them, putting them in a darker place. Ironic, the pot calling the kettle black when the pot should have the kettle's back. You make them feel like shit so they find comfort in bleaching, and rather than shedding light and love, you'd rather beg for a lighty's love. You mock their hair, giving them mixed signals in the process. You say no to their natural hair, and then yes to weave, and then call them fake because it deceives from their true selves. But you don't realize how much you've lowered their self-esteem. Because ideally, they like to rock their natural hair out, but they're still scarred from the first time a black boy laughed at them because they could barely put their hair in a bun, but believe me, they could have hair in abundance. As long as they were given enough confidence and used the right substance. I'm not implying that self-hate and wear and weave work in tandem. I'm simply speaking up for those whose confidence have been hurt by mandem. You tell these black queens that they have too much attitude, that they're too mouthy and ratchet, when most of the time they're just being strong and outspoken and you're just a little boy with masculinity issues that can't hack it. Failing to realize they're a victim of the same demonization you face where you're just seen as black and aggressive, and you add to this oppressive stereotype. And if they don't have the biggest of bums, doesn't make them less worthy of your attention. Because if Common Chloe or Simple Sally even had just a little batty, you'd fall at her feet with grace. You want the so-called black features, but just not the black face, but you can't have your red velvet cake and eat it too if you've deserved your own tiramisu. There's nothing wrong with having the best of both worlds, but it's a problem when you don't see equal value in both girls. My black kings, just remember that black don't crack. Just think how long Nia's been fine for and how juicy the berry still is for Hallie. You can't say the same is guaranteed for your Common Chloe or Simple Sally. In some cases, she's less fascinated by you and more fascinated with these black myths. So understand, she's not into black guys, but she's just into black dick. Hey. I'll leave that for your imagination. Hey. My black kings, don't turn these black queens against you. They'll always have your back. Just understand that there's not a thing that they lack because the grass isn't greener on the other side since they're all on a level playing field. So I hope my prayer yields your love for your black queen as much as you love the next blonde and brunette, Latino, Asian, and whoever is left. I pray your preferences are only due to taste rather than hate, and your disregard for the sweetest juice is because you don't have the sweetest tooth. I pray you love your black queens. I pray you love your black queens. I pray you love your
black queens. Come on.
Thank you.